Well, congratulations, because now you know more about cover slides than most people do. So if you've watched the previous videos, you'll know exactly what to write on your cover slides, because your cover slide is a summary that conveys the purpose of your presentation and the benefits to your target audience. Because your audience is trying to decide right away, should they be paying attention to you? Is your information relevant to them? So they're trying to make a snap decision within a few seconds if they should listen to you. Yes, no, or maybe. So we're trying to create a cover slide that tells them, yes, give me a few more seconds. I've got something here important to tell you. So as you're building your cover slide, I created this checklist for you so that you can assess what you need to add. Because as we covered in all the previous videos, you can see now there are many components, and that's why many people find the cover slide challenging. It's like, how are you going to tell all of this information on one cover slide? And now you know you don't necessarily need one cover. You might need to add additional slides like your vision, mission, and core values, but these have their own applications. At a very high level, you need to keep it simple and treat it like a book cover. So it needs to have the title, which could be the project or company name. It needs to have a description of the solution, whether that's a product or a service. It needs to have a value statement. So now you know the difference between the value statement, tagline, slogan, a value proposition, a unique selling proposition. So really, when in doubt, keep it simple. Just focus on that value statement, unique value statement, which is the overall project, your title and subtitle, and a supporting image. And if need be, you can add the website and contact details under certain circumstances. And then you can add an executive summary if you are talking to repeat or investors or repeat internal meetings as well. Now, at a high level, always keep in mind the audience. So investors are really looking for content that demonstrate the financial potential of your solutions. So is it really a viable solution? So if you can focus on that. For the market, it's more about content that explains the purpose and the benefits to them, the end user. And of course, internal communication is how do you want your team to bring your vision into reality. Now, in terms of the cover slide, really you can keep it more focused on the end user, because the investors would be interested in something that the buyer would buy, and your team needs to understand the message. So if you're not sure what to put on the cover slide, focus that message on the market. What is the benefit to the end user? Because if you have that message, then you'll be able to create variations for different internal meetings when you start getting to implementation, or whether you're raising funds from investors, you can create differentiators. But the main cover slide needs to be focused on the end user, which is really your market communication. So in terms of tips, I would say keep the cover slide simple. Now you can watch all of these videos. You have the templates, you know what components to add, remove any clutter, anything that should not be there, remove that. Just keep it simple and easy to scan so people can tell within a few seconds what is the presentation about. And if you're still not sure what to write, I would say complete the rest of the presentation and then come back to the cover slide. You might find it easier to come up with the cover slide once you know what other content you have on the other slides. So your action item for this section really is to make a list of what you need to put on your cover slide. So if you already know, go ahead. If you have a logo, add it. If you have a title already, add that. The value proposition statement, if you have one, add it, and any other additional content. Otherwise, I recommend you watch the next videos, the problem and opportunity section and the solution section, because once you see the full picture, you're going to find the cover slides will come more naturally to you. So go ahead, and I'll see you in the next video.